Hey guys, Constantly here with the next war recap, and this one is going to be Clantanemo Bay versus Power CoC. Almost even breakdown. I think they just had 9.5 over us, but other than that, I believe it was almost perfect breakdown. So Clantanemo Bay takes the victory 115 to 109, so pretty good margin there. With a total destruction of 95.15, total destruction 292.97. Alrighty, we can hop into the match here. They left Mert 1-starred, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens up. And we 2-starred all the 11s and cleared the 10s. And we actually had a couple 11v11 attempts there. So really good work as far as our 10 game and our dip game to kind of allow for these 11v11, which I think will start to become very important as far as the high level war scene. So awesome stuff. Alrighty, and I want to give a shout out to our 10v11 game, who's just been on fire recently. We'll hop into the stars here, because I do want to point out one person in particular, which is B-Rad. B-Rad's kind of stepped up and taken on a role for 10v11. I know a lot of people like 10v10, but he has stepped up really nicely, and he's just been on fire. And we have so many 10v10 attempts because of B-Rad and a couple others who really put in work as far as our 10v11 game. So awesome stuff, B-Rad. You do not go unnoticed. So I just want to make that abundantly clear. No one is more important than the other. This is a team effort, and you pulling the 2s on the 11s is very, very important for all of us. Alrighty, so we'll hop into the stars here and give shout-outs to anyone with 6-packs. So Sengear, Triff, not Dallas, One. Actually, Dallas and Mert had an attempt on 11s, so I'm sure they would have 6-packed or came close if they were 11v10. So, anyway, I want to give a shout out to Losh for a nice 10v10 6-pack, which is huge. This is the second war in a row that we've had 10v10 6-packs, so wonderful stuff. And then myself with a 6-pack, JHG with a 6-pack, Cash Out Cruise with a 6-pack, Zero with a 6-pack, Pew Pew with a 6-pack, not my mini because it was scouting, Ron Burgundy with a 6-pack, and HJ with a 6-pack. So, awesome war. I know a lot of people would have had 6-packs, but we cleared their 9s and had attacks to spare. I believe one person even went for loot on one of the attacks. But anyway, we'll hop in to some 10v10 action. First one is going to be Peace. Going in here with a really, really big, valuable queen walk here, or queen charge, I should say. Going to start down here at the bottom. And at the beginning, when we saw some of these bases, especially Northern members had a lot of these bases, we were kind of stumped on what to do with them. But we quickly kind of adjusted to this style of base and put in some serious work on these bases, or these style of bases. Seen a lot of 10v10 action. So what he's going to do here is he's going to step up and get so much value. I mean, look how many defensive structures he's going to get here with this queen charge. Going to pop the ability to take out the enemy king here. And then she's just going to continue her walk and continue to take out a lot of these defenses. Main goal, obviously, take out the expos and air defenses, as his main portion is baby drags. But anyway, so he pretty much gets what he needs and then some because the queen breaks through here and picks up a Tesla farm. But anyway, he's dropping a golem up top as well as a king, bowlers, baby dragons to funnel. Everything's just going to walk in here now. Going to jump to the queen. Going to poison the loon. Get that nice value up top there with a very minimal kill squad. And his queen's just doing work over here. Going to take out 2 sweepers as well as the Tesla farm. And then baby dragons just coming along the outside. Has some targeted loons for the air targeting defenses. And everything is pretty much done at this point. Still has a baby drag and 6 minions in the bag. But this one's over. So we'll hit ×4 here. Wonderful stuff to piece. Alright, the next one we are going to see is Captain 1-Star, who has just been on fire recently. So definitely props to him. He had a 10v10 6-pack last war. And apparently now he is our top 10. Not really, but he likes to think so. Alright, so he's going to do a nice little queen walk here. Going to get a lot of these archer towers and wizard towers. And then he's going to have hogs for the back end, which I love. I love 10v10 hogs. And not a low weight base either. I mean, definitely on the lower side, but as far for hogs, normally you see only really for like 86K and under, maybe even less. But I like to see hogs at a higher level of Town Hall 10. So really impressive stuff to Captain. Gonna get a really nice wide funnel here, and he's gonna join up his queen with the kill squad. Gonna drop a king, and I believe bowlers. Yep, bowlers are coming out of the CC here. Gonna jump to the core. Gonna poison that queen and then the enemy CC as it comes out. Gonna rage up his kill squad here. Gonna pick up an Inferno tower. And then has a second jump to get deeper into the base. Has his healers helping up some of the kill squad. Even though that Inferno is kind of being pesky there. But I believe the queen steps up and takes it out. Yep. And then he's just going to bring hogs to kind of sweep across the back end. Doesn't have any spells for his hogs, but he just has so many. And they're going to take out these last couple defenses here. And the kill squad's still up and well, tanking, or was tanking for the hogs. But just has a ton of hogs up. Has cleanup going. Queens to full health still. Hogs take out the last defense and take out the skeletons. And that's that. We'll hit ×4 here. So awesome raid to Captain. Gonna get this last building, and that is that. Alright, the next one we're going to look at is Losh. Losh coming in here with a beautiful attack with some really cool wall breakers here. What he wants to do is he's going to break into that second wall compartment right in front of that air defense. He's just going to have his queen step up here and take out some of these buildings and take aggro from a lot of these defenses. And then he's going to wall break in. Sorry about the yawn. Had a little bit of a fun night last night. Anyway, he's going to have a poison down for the enemy CC and rage up the queen. The minion's actually going to step up and help take out this cannon. But the queen continues her charge. Going to get a ton of value here. And gonna drop a rage so she can get through these high hit point buildings. Kind of deal with the time here, because time gets to be an issue with these charges, especially when they're this deep into the base. Gonna drop another rage, a poison to deal with the heroes, and then he's going to drop his Laloon portion from the top. So wonderful stuff on that. Everything kind of going in, getting hasted up. And he's going to drop a Golem and his King to deal with his Tesla farm up top, as well as the Archer Towers. And his Queen steps up and takes out a lot of these buildings over here on the left side. Gonna pop the ability to take out this Inferno Tower. It goes down. Still has some loons up. But his King, Queen has a baby drag. Everything's almost cleaned up at this point. Gonna drop in a single loon to take out this X-bow that's hitting the King. So that's gonna go down here. And then Queen's just gonna meet up on the backside with all this cleanup and take out the rest of this base. So we'll hit ×4 here because it is all over. No defenses left. Wonderful hit, Losh. Great plan. And better execution. Alright, the next hit we are going to see is Losh again. Can't say it enough. Nice little 10v10 6-pack. Gonna drop a Golem with a Baby Wizard. Need to upgrade those maybe. And that's going to take out the Troll Tesla. If you do face Power CoC in the future, these guys love to run Troll Teslas. I will give it away now. If you don't have scouts, just plan for the Teslas because they run them. But if you know that they're coming on pretty much every base, they're definitely nothing to worry about. If anything, they are easier than most bases because a lot less DPS inside the base that really can harm you. So anyway, starts his Laloon portion. Just coming at this with a cold-blooded Laloon. Gonna haste up these loons to get through to the Inferno Tower. And then has a rage for him as the Inferno is frozen. And everything's going to kind of converge on these last couple of buildings in the back. Still has a Max Hound up, which will start taking damage, and I don't believe it goes down. But anyway, it has a bunch of cleanup still going around there. Has some pups up, has a wizard down low, and we'll hit ×4 here because it is all over. So wonderful 6-pack to Losh. Awesome stuff, bud. Alrighty, and now we will get into some 9v9 action. First raid we are going to see is going to be the Killer. He is new to the clan, but glad to have you. I wanted to show this raid because it's so unique. As you probably won't expect to where he drops his zaps. Most people would think, oh, he's just going to double zap Quake the ADs, and that's going to be that. But he does something very different. He zap Quakes the sweepers, and then just pentas the base. Doesn't have to worry about sweepers or anything like that. So just kind of an old school penta almost before the sweepers were around. But instead of old school, he doesn't really have any spells for his Laloon portion. So that's really impressive, honestly. But anyway, wonderful loon pathing here. Gets a farm right away. Then kind of goes right into these wizard towers. Generally on these on base design, you kind of want to keep the wizard towers away from the air defenses. That way they do not kind of shoot the hounds. You want them to hit the loons instead. So anyway, because the zaps in the beginning took out so much health on both those air defenses, the hounds actually take out both the air defenses on the back end. But anyway, we'll hit ×2 here because it is pretty much over. Has a ton of pups cleaning up. Has an unpopped hound. ×4. And that is that. So wonderful stuff, Killer, and we look forward to more 3 stars in the future from you, bud. All right, the next one we're going to watch is Cash Out Cruise with an awesome raid as well. Going to bring a Queen Charge here. Queen Charge Laloon is going to break in up at 12 o'clock. Going to have a Valk for that Tesla. Probably could have got away with something a little bit cheaper. I don't know if there was a black bomb on it. These guys have kind of been a little trolly as far as the Teslas and everything. So there very well could have been one up there. But anyway, Queen's just going to step up here and take out a ton of defensive buildings as well as the sweeper. And then he's going to jump her in to the next air defense. I love jumps on Queen walks. Just whenever I do them, they never work. So that is why I try not to do them as much, because my Queen is a lot dumber than most. Alrighty, so the Queen is going to step up here, take the sweeper, has access to this air defense. And now she's going to deal with the enemy hound. Going to rage her up. Going to take that hound out a little bit faster. Alright. She's taking out the pups now. And then she's going to go move on to this air defense. And then she's going to continue her walk. Alright, so now he starts his Laloon portion. Some nice targeted loons here for this little mini Tesla farm. Haste them in there. That's another thing. You don't want to have your Tesla farm and your wizard towers in range of your air defense. I know I said that about the wizard towers before, but definitely not the Tesla farm, because that kind of just makes the farm useless. But anyway, Queen's still kicking full health there, and she's just going to meet up with everything. Drops a Rage and a Skeleton spell to deal with this enemy Queen, which I loved. And I believe the Skeletons even pick up this air defense. So awesome stuff. I really like the spell placement there. Really good use of this Skeleton spell and kind of exploiting the base. So really good stuff to Cash Out Cruise. And you have just been on fire lately, bud. Keep it up. 1×4 because it's all over at this point. Alrighty, the next one we are going to watch is, I believe, 36. Yep, Machiko. Coming in here with a nice stoned hobo. Gonna enter in on this side. Drops a golem and a wizard. It's gonna deal with this troll Tesla. And then a loon to deal with that troll Tesla. Like I said, these guys love their troll Teslas. Without fail, there will be some on each base. And then drops another golem to anchor on this Tesla outside the base. Drops his Queen. Gets some good funneling down. Really nice wide funnel here. And then once this golem moves on from the Tesla, it'll take aggro from the back cannon, and then she can make a even bigger funnel. So the next golem comes down here, gonna drop a jump, and then the bowlers are gonna come down as well as the king. Everything gonna move in here. Gonna drop a poison for all these archers, queen, and then the baby drag. Has one bowler walk, but that's no problem. It's actually going to help with cleanup. Drops a second jump to get deeper into the base. And then going to rage up the kill squad. Going to get those bowlers raged up. And a barb runs out in front and takes out this double giant bomb, which can cause a lot of problems for your bowlers if they ended up landing on it. So Golem's still out in front tanking. The bowlers are going to end up dying though. But the queen still has the ability and has a heal in the bag as well as a ton of hogs. And really not too many defenses that can really harm her or harm them. Drops a heal just to be safe, but definitely didn't need it. So awesome raid on that. Alright, and the rest is just cleanup, which she has. She has a wizard, has queen ability, has a ton of hogs up. We'll hit ×4 because it's all over. So absolutely crush that base. Good stuff. We'll get on to the next one, our last and final one, which is HJ, or H. Geltnez, I should say, instead of HJ. Don't really want to make it seem like I'm calling him hand job. But anyway, Golem's going to come down here. He's going to do a stoned hobo. And this was fresh, so he didn't realize that there was a Tesla farm there. But I love how he recovers from this because both golems end up walking here. Alright, so he's going to wall break in. Right there. Queen's going to reroute and come back inside. Has a bunch of wizards behind those golems over there, so he's going to get a good amount of buildings here. King bowlers go down. Poison for the CC. Heal. And then his jump placement right there. I'll pause that for a second. He drops it there. That way these golems can come back into the base in front of the kill squad. And really they do come back out in front of the kill squad. And it was just wonderful recovery and thinking on the fly there. So awesome stuff to you, bud. Unfortunately, the bowlers are going to go full retard and break outside of the wall instead of take the jump. But that's actually going to help out because the queen's just going to get a ton of value here. Alright, so the queen's stepping up here. Golem's still tanking out front. So wonderful stuff there. Bunch of hogs still up. Has a heal in the bag. Again, probably doesn't need the heal, but he's going to drop it just to be safe. Alright, and the rest is cleanup and never fail. There is a Troll Tesla. And that is going to do it. So wonderful stuff. H. Geltnez. Wonderful raid, bud. Keep up the good work. So that's going to do it for this video. Awesome war to Clantanemo Bay. We just keep getting better and better. We look forward to... actually, CoC said they are the best team. They said number 2 now. Before this war, they said... that is funny. They said the number 1 best clan not in the playoffs. Oh, that was the first time I saw that. That is hilarious. Wonderful stuff to CoC. We definitely took the title of maybe number 1 best team not in the playoffs. Oh, that's great. Anyway, awesome stuff to CoC and great sportsmanship and having a little fun there. So we appreciate that. Oh, that's funny. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. Awesome war, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.